Hi, I'm Christina Heideck with PTO Answers, and I'm here today to help you become a better leader so that you can run a stronger PTO. Today, I'm going to talk to you all about how you can avoid your PTO being a piggy bank for the school, basically. And I think this happens a lot when there's like a disconnect between what the PTO wants to spend money on and what they are being asked to spend money on by the school. Like a lot of times I will see posts, especially in the PTO Superstar Leaders Facebook group, which by the by, if you are not a member of that group, you need to get your booty on over there and join. There are over 6,000 members right now. I can't believe it. Just waiting to help support you and give you ideas and inspiration and motivation. So get over there right now. There's a link in the description for that. I see these posts where the leaders are being like, the school wants us to pay for like this, and other members or other members of the group are like, what? That's crazy. And those feelings of resentment and that feeling that you are being used, that you're just a piggy bank for the school, that you don't feel like you're on the same page with the school, and you're just not feeling it. That comes when there's a disconnect and that you're really not on the same page with your school. So the first way to start solving this issue is to get on the same page with your principal. You're going to have to share your group's goals with the principal and have her share some of her goals for the school with you. And that I bet you're going to see some overlap or some opportunities for collaboration, because y'all should definitely be working with your schools hand in hand. When you work together, it's just easier. When you're not working in concert with each other, then it can become a little more difficult and relationships can be a little strained. The next way to kind of bring this all in control so that you don't feel like you're just paying out for things that you don't care to as a PTO is to develop a grant program. Now I have another video and another blog post about this I'm going to link to in the description, so make sure to check that out, because that's a whole nother topic that I don't have time to get into today. Check it out in the description below or next to this video. So start that grant program, because that will give the teachers and the staff and the administrators a way to get things funded that aren't necessarily on your plan. So, and like I said, I go into that more there. So start a grant program. The next thing you should be doing is to set annual goals and a budget for your group. And I'm a big proponent of planning. You know, in real life, I'm a professional organizer. So of course, I'm big on planning and organizing. And so one of the things I always talk about is that your group should be planning and should be setting out their goals for the year, and then planning events and programs based on the goals for the year during the summer. So if you don't have a budget, if you don't have goals, then you're not going to be able to say no nicely. Like if you have goals and if you have a budget, you can just say, maybe not in the moment. Like if someone like literally stops you in the hallway and says, hey, can you give me $3,000 for t-shirts for the sixth graders? You can say, hang on, let me take this back to the executive board. And then you can take it back to the executive board and say, hey, principal stopped me in the hallway and asked for $3,000 for sixth grade t-shirts. Is this something we want to fund? If you already know the answer, because you guys have already talked about how kids will not want to wear the t-shirts the next year and you'd rather spend $3,000 on something else, then you can send an email to the principal and say, hey, this doesn't fit within our goals this year, or it doesn't fit within our budget this year. Maybe we can allow for that in the future. And you kind of kick the can down the road. But it is giving her an answer right now. And you are being honest in that you're saying this is just not in the plans for us right now, but we can maybe talk about it in the future. If you don't have those goals to refer to, if you don't have a set budget that you're working from, you're not able to say that. And you're going to have to come up with something that feels not so good, I bet. So the last way to avoid feeling like a piggy bank, and this ties into exactly what I just said, is to learn how to say no tactfully. So you're going to want to be using language like, this doesn't fall within the plan for this year, and we don't have any extra money. The principal and the staff will understand that you have limited funds, And if you can share a copy of your budget and share a copy of your group goals with them, then they'll see that it doesn't fall within it. And they'll see you're not hiding anything from them, that you really have all this mapped out. And they might even appreciate the fact that you do have a plan and that you're being intentional about it, and that you're not just saying, like having your Oprah moment where you get a car and you get a car and you get a car. No, that you're being very intentional and saying, first and third graders, you're getting a car. Second and fourth graders, you're getting a scooter, or whatever. Really bad example, but I think you get what I mean. So make sure that you are finding some language. If you don't like what I have to say, to help you to say it tactfully, come up with some other language in advance so that you can pull it out of your back pocket when the time comes. Now, again, I have a companion blog post for this video that you should definitely be checking out. That's also going to be listed in the description. So give that a read for even more help on this subject. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or like this page so that you can get more information as I release new videos. Thanks so much.